When I hear the question, rank these 6 villains, my mind goes to 1, how much were they a villain versus antagonist? And then 2, how much do they move the story? Off rip, I'm gonna have to say, Jiren, you my dog. You got some of the best fights in the series, and I think you're overhated as fuck, but you do have to go. I think you're overhated. I think that say you're boring are actually crazy, but you do have to go. It's just simply anybody could have been you. Literally any of these 5 could have been you. And some would argue better or worse, but any of these 5 could have had your position in the tournament. I'm not gonna act like you're such a unique character. You just have like really peak moments in the show. Number 5, look, nostalgia, chat. I understand nostalgia, and according to Dragon Ball fans, everything is peak. Like literally, like I don't think there's ever been something I've said is bad about Dragon Ball, and the whole comment section wasn't about how that thing is not bad. Like I don't know what it is. Dragon Ball fans think everything is peak. So with that being said, yes, he's a really good villain as well, but I'm not gonna lie, King Piccolo at some point, come on, bro. At some point, he gets pretty fucking stupid. It is what it is. He's like that guy that's supposed to be evil just cuz, but he's not like, it just doesn't hit hard enough. You know, I don't even have really a deep thought explanation. It's just, I ain't gonna lie, it just doesn't hit as much, bro. Anyway, coming in at number 4, Easy Boo. Easy Kid Boo. I knew he was my number 4 off rip. I knew he was 4 or 5 for me off rip. Kid Boo, no way he was cracking his top 3. Only because this is being very nice to just put Kid Boo here. Majin Buu I might rank under King Piccolo. To be honest, Majin Buu is a hard character to follow. I'm going by what I see on the screen, and what I see on the screen is Kid Buu, so I'm gonna go ahead and be nice and rank just Kid Buu. Great villain, but we're comparing him to literally the other villains of Dragon Ball, and I think any person that would say Kid Buu is a better villain than any of the remaining 3. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I know everything is peak in Dragon Ball, but okay. Okay, bro. Okay. Coming in at number 3, y'all gonna get mad, but it's Cell and it's not even a combo. I think as equal as a gap that's Boo compared to everybody else, Cell compared to everybody else is pretty like, he's not better than Vegeta and Frieza. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't even want to argue or downplay Cell, because again, y'all are gonna think I'm hating on Cell. My thing is, when I compare him to Frieza and Vegeta, he's just not better. If you like the arc better, go ahead. If you like the fights better, kinda don't see it, but go ahead. If you like the moments better, that I do see, go ahead. If you think any version of Cell is a better villain than Frieza or Vegeta, I'm not gonna lie, you just don't care about narrative. And that's fine if you don't care about narrative, but my God. The only narrative that Cell holds is like being a foil for Gohan. He doesn't move the story. He doesn't have the same personality. He isn't such like a, oh shit, compared to Frieza and Vegeta are carried up to be, and even hyped up to be. Cell kind of just spawns in as just stronger than everybody. Being said, chat, this top 2, I could go back and forth on. Let me be clear, Netter. Please put that in there. I'm not even saving it just to save face. I genuinely mean, I could wake up and disagree with myself. So comment below who you think is the number 1 antagonist. But as of right now, man, I'm going to say by a hair. Number 2 is Vegeta, because when Vegeta gets going, he does cook. But his presence for a while is backtracked to Nappa, and even if you wanted to argue, is backtracked to Raditz. Now, once Vegeta gets going, it's arguably better than Frieza. I'm gonna be very clear. Everything from when Vegeta kills Nappa on, you could argue is better than anything Frieza does, and I'm not batting an eye. My problem is, when I'm discussing Vegeta as a villain, he did just sit there and just zibe out for a while. Over time, you could argue, well, Frieza's not proactive. Actually, I would disagree. I know the gotcha is the play of the day, but I actually would disagree. Frieza is proactive the second you know he exists. Hell, Frieza's proactive while Goku's in the, like, flying down a Namek. They're like, yo, all right, so we gonna get these Dragon Balls. We're gonna resurrect X, Y, and Z. But yo, you might meet this Frieza. Avoid him at all costs. Then Goku, dumbass, yo, I want to fight him. Nah, you shouldn't do that. You actually shouldn't do that. You should never do that. And in fact, what are you doing? Please don't fight this. And then every person Frieza brings in is such a dangerous antagonistic force. Zarbon and Dodoria, pretty fucking ugly looking, but they get the jobs done. They're pretty antagonistic. Then when you surpass them, the Ginyu Force, then when you surpass them, you have Frieza, his fucking self, and Frieza cooks the entire time. The thing that's making me go back and forth is I do think, unlike many of you, I do think peak Saiyan Saga moments, Vegeta did peak higher. I do think Goku versus versus Vegeta is the best fight, or if anything, it's my favorite fight. I can have that opinion. But I'm going to say right now, in terms of being a villain to Dragon Ball, I think the chemistry between Frieza and Vegeta, let alone Frieza and Goku, just hits harder than Vegeta to Goku and like Vegeta to Gohan and shit. So by a hair, I'm going to say as a villain, not a character. As a character, you probably can go Vegeta all day. But as a villain, I'm going to go 1 Frieza, 2 Vegeta, very interchangeable, change overnight. Then everything else I think is pretty clear. 3 is definitely Cell, 4 is definitely Boo, 5 is definitely King Piccolo, 6 is definitely Jiren. The most controversial thing, I guess, you could argue King Piccolo to his highest top 3, but me personally, nah, I'm good.